So I've been working recently, since last summer, basically, on a few comics actually, and I'm finally getting to the point now where I'm taking like the little sketches and actually putting them on panels. So I'm really excited about that. I'm focusing. I'm finally really focusing on a bunch of things that I need to, and yeah, I've been writing them down on like sticky notes, but I haven't really been just doing them. And depending on what mood I'm in, some are actually even in English. So that. Hello, class. Today's lesson will be about space. Okay. But honestly, um, yeah, no, I'm going to teach you about why I leave the gaps I leave. I like doing with watercolor, particularly or ink. I like to do it a certain way. So I'm gonna explain why. So a lot of times with like the gaps in the negative space, as it's referred to, you leave it the way it is simply because it accentuates the design. It makes the design more kind of full and robust to have places where your eye can kind of relax. You don't have to necessarily do it with white or black, but you need to do it with. You just do it with a space that isn't completely textured. So think of like the white or black lines underneath something or around something before it starts over in a repeated pattern that kind of starts over again. It gives you like this part where your brain kind of resets, I guess in a way. It's important. It's like your fingernails on the ends of your fingers. They go forward and then you see the shell. You go from knuckle to other knuckle to the shell and then the white edge of your fingernail. It's just really important, you know. It gives you it gives you hope, I guess in a way. Makes your mind feel hopeful. I've always felt like the blank spaces were the texture, also. Like they're not the resting place in between. They're part of the whole texture. Your eye has all these little circles and dots and round bits to them, but in that, there's the white part. The white part is as much of your eye as your iris and your pupil and all those things, and that's what it is. It's this important bit. This really, really, really important bit. And with painting, I do the same thing. I make my lines and I make my curves, and occasionally I fill them in with my watercolors and my inks, but mostly a lot of times I leave them blank because it feels natural. When you pull the bark off of a tree, or the bark comes off of a piece of a tree, and you see the actual tree underneath the bark, even though the bark is part of the tree. It that's what that is. It's and in that it's its own texture. The the thousands of rings are a texture within themselves. So you just kind of have to make it a point to really just kind of hold back and take it in. The funny thing about this piece that I'm working on right now, the funny thing about this piece is I used to do kind of drawings and paintings like this a long time ago, where I would just kind of take like a basic shape and then just run with it. It wasn't about, making a person or anything. It was an expression of feeling done through images. And it was just kind of amazing. I feel like art should hit you in the face a little bit, sit on your chest, make you feel it. It's not just about how it feels to you, but it needs to feel like
afterwards you need to take a breath, like on a nice cold day. There's something kind of amazing and just irrationally amazing and incredible about that. That's what I'm going for. Amazing and incredible. I hope in my hope of hopes that I'm accomplishing that, because to me that would be so beautiful and so incredible and so awesome. You ever like dreamed you were on a beach and you put your toes in the sand and you could feel the depth? You could feel the cold underneath your feet, underneath the hot sand. That's what it feels like. Art is love, art is hope, art is history, art is a fingerprint, art is a smile, art is a song, art is a brushstroke. You are art, I am art, they are art. I think people want to make it more complicated than it is. The best things you get to do in life are make amazing things and then just watch them grow.